insight. So I shortened it a little bit, but let's see what the spirit and angels have to say for the collective today. Oh, a couple wanted to pop out. Not definite though. Just out of the way. The spirit and angels. What messages do we have for the collective today? On this nice full moon night. Trying to go with a vintage filter. Kind of fun. Angels, source, spirit. And what messages do we have for the collective today? Angels. Well, boundaries. Detach from drama. Know when to say no and have a strong aura. So I think that's knowing when you've outgrown something or when something's outgrown you and letting it go. Detaching from it, separating yourself, taking that time out to really, just do you for a little while. Knowing when to say no and strengthening, your spirit, connecting back to yourself. Sometimes you need a little recharge. So I think Spirit's telling us to detach from anything that's not serving to your soul or your surroundings, getting back to peace and within, and knowing when you need to recharge and take that time and telling the outside, outside world no. My throat is like super tickly for some reason. It's not normally, so it's weird. All right, source, spirit, angels. Could be all the cinnamon on the table. There's a little bit of vanilla and cinnamon. Maybe it kind of rose up with the cards flying. I wasn't thinking about that aspect of it. Source, angels. I think that kind of like these ones. I don't know why. Choose peace. Be gentle with yourself and others. Self-care time. Compassion. So setting boundaries, knowing when that you need to recharge. Being gentle with yourself. Couldn't see that card. And, taking time to really, be gracious with it. Accept yourself. See where the areas where you need to recharge in or work on. Being gentle with yourself, just like you would a friend, because you are your own friend and your own best friend. And choosing peace. So setting boundaries, knowing when to say no, and then taking that time for self-care and compassion. Let's see. Cross the great waters, a big undertaking. It's time for action and new possibilities. So boundaries, choosing peace, crossing those great waters, a big undertaking. So maybe you need to take time out for yourself right now and say no, because something big is coming. And there's going to be time for action and new possibilities, but you need to be compassionate with yourself first and saying no so that you'll know when those opportunities do present themselves and you'll be ready because you'll be energized and not drained, or energized, not energized, but energy healing, physical, emotional, ancestral healing, circulate your life force. So it's taking that time to, really focus on and cultivate you and working on your spirit and your soul and your energy and not giving it away to everybody and being peaceful with yourself. And that's how you find, your callings to faith. Source, spirit, angels, have other messages you can give perspective on current circumstances. Suggest something for them to do or to give them a little bit of a peace of mind and something. Source, angels, what messages do we have for the collective? Tie up this reading. Let's clarify a little bit of what's coming in the future. What's coming in the future for the collective? Angel and source. Kind of great undertakings across the great waters is coming. After they do the energy healing and put in the work and detach from the things no longer serving. Choosing compassion and peace with themselves. What's coming for the collective in your future? Source, energy, angels. All right, so we got quite a few. I guess I'll close the reading out with these. Nature is calling. It'll be quite a while. So reconnect with nature, refresh your senses, and honor the season. And on here, it's getting back out to your energy healing, your physical and emotional. Nature is oftentimes peaceful you know, you can reconnect with yourself. You can hear yourself, refreshing yourself, like getting out there and just smelling what it smells like after the rain, fresh cut grass, and just laying in the grass on a sunny hot day, you know, and the air is kind of hot and whatnot, but just like, you know, imagining those different feelings in the beginning. Okay, that's been kicking up dust in the garage or something. Itchy coffee. So, waves of change. Embrace the change, paradigm shift, ride out the wave of light. So I think through doing your healing and, you know, taking the time to prepare yourself for this big undertaking that's coming, and choosing peace and compassion, knowing when to say no, knowing when to set boundaries, you know, riding that wave, you know, that's what's going to be coming out of all those. You're going to be, you know, stronger to ride that wave. You're going to have the balance. You're going to have like the sight to get to that end of that tunnel, and big things await you. And big isn't necessarily about physical mass. It's, you know, feelings and a sense of peace. That's like probably the biggest awesome thing you could ever get, because then, I mean, imagine every other moment when you're in peace. And the one you're in, you're actually in it. So returning to your center, flowing balance, breathe into your pose and stay calm. You know, doing that inner work and that inner calmness and that inner forgiveness, having that time to do it. And through doing the work and staying calm, riding that wave, finding your center and your peace, you know, you're going to get through whatever is in front of you to the good stuff. In reverence, honor the sacred, living prayer, presence in nature. Again, nature's calling. And nature is where you can truly hear yourself and hear the natural internet of things, you know, but you're not going to, so maybe, you know, what I'm kind of getting so far is knowing when to say no, balancing that energy of, you know, you're not letting people down. You know, if you need to recharge, you need to recharge. Anything after that's going to not go well, or it's going to, you know, not tainted, but it's just going to have a little friction in it if you don't, you know, if you don't take that time out for yourself, you know, it rubs off on others. You know, we all share energy and we're all one, you know, even if we don't always want to be, we are. That's part of the lesson in it too, because, you know, it's things are getting pushed to come up so you can deal with them, so you can get your full, you know, conscious level of self and learning and being here to teach yourself and grow and have people teach you and share, and you teach others too. We all show each other directions. So I think through doing that work and taking that time out, you know, and stepping away from stuff that no longer serves you, even if it's tough, it's always going to be like kind of pulling you back and you're gonna be knocking, but, you know, just really like embracing that time to yourself and keeping your center, you know, flowing, breathing into your pose when you want to let go or teeter over, you know, staying calm and staying in that that form of strength that comes from within. You know, it's if the word strength's really the, you know, it's self-aware and feeling and doing the work, you know, doing the work and riding that wave. Nature, it seems, is going to be relevant to you finding that. And then self-reflection towards the end of the deck, you know, honestly assess, accept, and honor your progress. And it's going to bring you to a beautiful place. It's going to help you find you and the things that do serve you now, you know. But you know, putting in the work, which is tough to say no to people a lot, but through doing that and taking the time you need and breathing through your situation, getting out there and being gentle with yourself, cultivating, doing that work, being self-aware, accepting the truth, honoring yourself for the progress that you have made. You know, you wouldn't be reflecting if you hadn't made any progress. And nature's gonna, you know, help you heal. It's gonna keep you in this moment, and you're gonna realize something by being out in nature about yourself. Yeah. Let's not go with all those. Let's actually put those at the end and pick this one for our final. Reveal the true you. Express your truth, peel back that mask, and stop hiding. And, you know, there's a beautiful aspect of you just waiting to come out. And, you know, you've changed, you've evolved, you know. You were the caterpillar, now you're a butterfly. You'll go through more cycles of those. But, you know, it's the boundaries and knowing when you've outgrown something and knowing when, it's just time to sometimes you part ways with people or things. And if it's meant to come back around, it will. Not everybody can go with you when you're growing. And some people are, is opposite of the ones that are encouraging you to do better and supporting you, through being honest. Some people are going to, you can extend as much as you want or whatnot, or offer what you can, but you can't offer what you don't have. So you can't give somebody an empty cup. So knowing when to walk away from certain situations, choosing to be gentle with yourself and forgive yourself for walking away from those, or vice versa. Self-care and compassion, self-reflection, revealing who you truly are, crossing the great waters, like of yourself and your fears or your anxieties about what's to come, just like letting go of those and really just knowing that you just need to do the self-work, focusing on your energy healing, getting into a place where you can hear yourself, find a spot that's sacred to you and just go sit there, wherever that may be. And so when you're, teetering off your balance or whatnot, just knowing that you can breathe into it and give it back. And you, through calming yourself and just keeping your balance and riding that wave, you're going to keep your footing and you're going to keep your grounding. And it's going to reveal a true aspect of yourself that you perhaps, you did the work and you grew into it. So it's time to come out and unmask yourself and be who you are and stop hiding from the world. But that is achieved through taking that time and that self-reflection and breathing into it and knowing that, if you do the work, don't have an expectation of what it's going to be, the outcome, but know that it's going to be beautiful and great. So that's what I have for you guys today. And namaste and peace, light, and love. And if you like this reading and it was relevant with you, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you'd like to, you're more than welcome to leave a little donation for the channel. But if not, that's okay too. And peace, light, and love, and namaste. And thank you for being here. And I hope that this reading helps somebody. And I hope you guys have a beautiful full moon and a wonderful night and day.